Okay, let me try to talk to the normal people who will find that video very irritated. This morning, the wind talked to me. I cannot explain what happened, why the wind able to tell me suddenly this morning the story about the magic of the classroom, the power they have. All the adults today in the houses, they are the children from school. All neighbors, they see each other only when they go to the shop to do grocery. But nobody have time for nobody. Just hello, hello. But children in school, 20, 30 of them in one classroom, they have time to see each other, but you don't understand. They are just the neighbors who never have time for each other. They are now forced to live inside one classroom to read one book. But the neighbors don't have time to sit down for 5 hours a day to talk to each other, because everybody have their job to do. And even the big ones in offices, even if 20 of them working together, they never have time to talk to each other, only lunch hour, because they're all busy having conversation with people out of the office. Now, the consciousness says to me, which is the wind, that until the school, the mothers has to prevent themselves, because they left the classroom, they have their teachers, they have their stool, they have their flesh, they come home, they make love, but the flesh they have is their own flesh that is now multiplied. It takes two to make one. Their mothers and father died to be the one, and now when they collect paint to paint their flesh, they become the two. The consciousness say, every time the sister is going back to school, she take her own flesh 2 times with a wrong name for her brother and a wrong name for herself, and probably a wrong face, because they see other classmates, they fall in love with this classmate, and now the face of the classmates is now on top of their face, and now they go back to school. But for as long as the big people are never allowed to go back to school, you will never see it. They split the mothers so that they can be in a workplace, or the father is working. Because if all the mothers go back to school to bring the children, you can able to piece it together, but they divide you. Now, it's already too late. That's why the consciousness is starting all over. The reason why I was lashing so hard, because they put in pictures and put big subject on it, whilst the consciousness that live in me is not using me to go and put subject on top of videos like people promoting me. I'm not going to office to do, but there's people who, when you look on the internet, they're suddenly promoting them, and they're really so focused that they are the extension of this black woman, which is nothing but a skeleton. Now, in order for me not to fall in the video I just made, let me try to explain to you. This wall, whoever is the master above all, the master already figured out that the wall is now won by only children. 42 years ago, the 1-year-old is now the 43. They are now the papa with 2 children or 3 children. The 5-year-old, 19 years ago, is now the 24 with a child. It is very important that you notice how magic the number is since 1972, since I was a baby. The world cannot kill me. Why they kill me? They get my masturbation and then they kill me. If I don't masturbate, they cannot find me. I make a mistake, masturbate, and then I enter the pregnancy. As soon as the baby is born, they have my orgasm, the numbers, and then they take me down. They always copy my body and manipulate the body to masturbate a lot before my big age come in. 6th of November, I almost die. because the body almost let me down. The body went upstairs to give the last orgasm, but luckily, because there was a letter the body see, because it's the only way I can able to talk to the body, don't. The body see a letter that the daughter they take from the body is not coming back till 2027. And then the body pray, and then my mind able to talk to the body and say, don't do it, because if you give more orgasm, your daughter is not coming. And because of that, the body started looking magazine and seeing the plan on magazine. They were just waiting for one orgasm to take the body down, to get the 27. Now, I don't post this video to act like I'm in the sky. I'm just trying to get your attention. It is very important. My face is picture of sex. My mother is a blind little girl. My father is a blind little boy. They have no experience. They just use them to print the orgasm, and they throw my experience face away. Now my experience is coming back. Now I can tell you a simple thing, that this world is the heaven and hell. If you have a nice day today, you are in heaven. You have a bad day today, you went to hell. But when you sleep tonight, you will be in heaven. But also, this world, every mother has to protect themselves. You have to protect yourself. Meaning, you are your child out of your stomach. You are the flesh that went in the classroom. It is your duty to make sure when you are secretly going on top of your child blindly, when you sleep, you are actually going back to school. You was there 30 years ago. You was in the high school. And now, 30 years later, you going to sleep, your mother become you, and your age go on top of your child, but your child has to step down as a relationship. You have to be there to make sure. You have to go to the doctor to make sure when your son is going back to school, he need to go with his sister flesh, which is to you. Your car outside is not what you need. Your car is your son, and your daughter is going to drive your wind. Your baby wind is missing in the bedroom. You get it out, become your daughter. But someone help you to paint it. It is very important that you watch that the school children, they come into the bedroom. But by the time they come to the bedroom, they come with a big mountain in the bedroom. But they come to leave the dead body, and they're going to go out and go back in the classroom. Picture yourself 50 years ago. Where was you? In the school. Picture where you now. The same children that is you, step out of you, go back to school. Picture 50 years later. They come in the house, and you going out of the house. You're going to die, or you go to the old people city. And they're going to take charge. They're going to make extension of houses for them. Or sometimes they're going to make sure you get a heart attack, you die by the time they grow up to take charge. It is very important that this world need to know. Little children never know big people, because their mothers give them away to the school every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And for 5 days, they see all kind of faces. You know the magic about it? You know what's shocking? When a boy like a face, it doesn't matter who go with the face. He see the face, he see the face. Because when a child is going to school, they don't go with the house address. They don't go with their papa, mama. They go with the face. Now, this girl come to school 50 years ago. She look like Janet Jackson. And then she grow up, she make love. She comes to school. Now, she look like Gloria Estefan. But the boy know that Janet Jackson face was in the school. Gloria Estefan face was in the school. He doesn't care. He look for the face where he see the face. Why? Because the boy came out of the sister with the eye. The sister's stomach have the eye of the boy. But the marks is changed. The face look different, but the eye is the same, because the sister's stomach It's the mother's stomach that make the boy. The boy is going to fall in love with the same face, but only this time he's going to look for the face, but he's not finding the body, because this time another guy copied the face. But when he goes there, like, it's the same face, but the face is standing on top of the wrong sister. So the world need to do more. Instead of the world is making competition with one another. Vitiligo is not a disease. It's a sperm peeling from the flesh. When you're going to make love to the wrong sister, the God is cleaning your sperm off the flesh. For example, a white woman is going to make love with an Asian man. Your child going to be Asian. If the child get a vitiligo, the skin is peeling off. If a white woman make love with black, you can see the skin is colored. The God is peeling the skin off. It's the same when a white make love with a white, you can see it that it's peeling off. But when you take a good look, you will see some are very white and some are creamy white. So it's the same for black people. When a black woman have her own black sister, and you the white came to make love with the black woman, if the God accepted, the child gonna be dark colored. If the God rejected, the child gonna be very white. It's like Seal and Heidi Klum, the German modelist. Heidi Klum's son is very brown because the God did not reject her. It depends what the God do in the stomach. Your intention when you're pregnant, your intention, the God is the smart sperm in your stomach reading your thoughts. If you talk negative against the wind and fly in your nose, reading your mind, now the God have another plan for you. So it's very important. Every single human being is a God. I am a God, not for people. I am a God for the little animals. I am the God that's supposed to take food to bring it for the elephant. I am a God that's supposed to make sure there's water for the elephant. Why? The elephant's body, they were us. We transit to be a food tree that take a walk. And we're supposed to take food and bring it for the armless, the ones that have their 4 feet on the floor. We have to go there, give them water to drink when they cannot fetch the water. Each single animal is what I'm responsible. All of you are just my body. You're just me by the 1 year, the 50, the 60, so 400 years to 500 years. You're just me. But you're not doing your job. You build boxes and lock yourself in cages and making competition. Everybody's watching TV, everybody's bluffing. You're not here to be a multiplication of me. And I'm thinking, but I have no access to do what I'm thinking. The animals are suffering in the zoo. They have to kill one another, but they are just the wind that's trapping them. We are a wooden tree, moving tree. We have access to bring them food, but they're not bringing it. They're just controlling them. So it's very important that to be a black woman, do your duty, make a difference. Then you're the black woman. It is not being dark. You are brown chocolate. The white woman is pink. She's not white. So the illiteracy of white and black is that fucking black people, fucking white people. You're not white and you're not black. You are pink and brown. Pink and brown. BROWN and PINK. That's what you are. You're not BLSCK. You're not WHITE. You're not white. So the rest you can fill in the space. I am the shadow, the voice of the wind. My body cannot enter the computer. I translate for the eye. I have a soul that lives in my eye. When the soul sees something, the soul is shouting. And my body stopped doing my own funny things I'm doing. And I have to translate. So I'm going back to do my funny videos in my laptop. And the God is going back to watch me being funny. The message is for you. Take it serious or go back to school as a ghost instead of a flesh.